Store safety and security is like one of the biggest things that we are in charge of. And so when it comes to things like conducting safety walks to identify hazards, spills, blocked exits, or faulty equipment, that is one of the things that we're looking out for. For any reason you find anything that is broken down, like the trash compactor, the baler, forklifts, anything like that needs to be addressed immediately and tagged out so nobody's not using them and nobody gets hurt. You feel me? I mean, it's crazy that we talk about these things, but you got to understand that there's people out there that just don't think and they will still try to use faulty equipment and then try to blame the store as to why they got hurt on the job. Um, we ensure emergency exits, fire extinguishers, and alarms are compliant. Fire extinguishers are supposed to be done like at the beginning of every month, safety walk, checking the safety lights, fire alarms, things like that. Um, Nothing should ever be blocking the fire exit. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Nothing should ever be blocking the fire exits. For any reason at all, people need to go out them fire exits. They need to be able to get out the store safely without having to move anything, trip and fall, slipping on trash, whatever the case may be. So that has like always been a big pet peeve of mine is finding things in front of the fire exits, whether it's in the store or outside the store. It don't matter. Either way go. Fire exits need to be clear. Reviewing paperwork, logs, delivery records, monitoring vendor activities to prevent vendor fraud, supporting store leadership during opening and closing. So it is important because we're going into the holiday season that you know what is coming off of every truck that is coming to that store, whether it's high theft or not. It is your duty to know what's coming into your store. Review the logs, make sure people are signing in and out of whatever they're supposed to be signing in and out of. You know what I'm saying? Um, when it comes to vendors, make sure that they are signing in and they are signing out. And now to add to that, you have um, you have specific vendors that show up to the store. People that work for the store should know who these vendors are. It's not like they send different vendors, you know what I'm saying, each time. There's the same vendor that's assigned to each location. So know what your vendor look like. There is people out there that will dress up as vendors, contractors, and they will use this to push out with merchandise, get away with fraud, get away with money, whatever the case may be. So understand the game. Every day that you go in for your shift, go back there, check the logs, make sure that they signing in and they're signing out. Keep your eye on them. If you got contractors in there, watch them as well. Them niggas steal as well. Them niggas steal too. Trust and believe me. They don't think nobody can't see them because they working in the ceiling, but all it takes is a good covert camera. You feel me? And some time, and it's a wrap after that. But these people will dress up as vendors and contractors. So know who your assigned vendor and contractors are. So y'all can, y'all know when something ain't right. When somebody else come in dressed up as, Amazon, or they come in dressed up as FedEx or UPS, you know what I'm saying? You gotta question that. You gotta question that. But you want to be on the lookout for these type of people because it does happen. Now, supporting store leadership during opening and closing, hours. So, see, I don't, when it comes to opening and closing, you know, I'm not really a morning person. I'm more of like a mid shift, night shift type nigga. You feel me? I've worked a couple openings just to switch it up a little bit, but I'm telling you, the morning shift, it drags because, I mean, you get little to nobody in there at all. So, for the first few hours or the first half of your day, it's pretty much just boring. You know what I mean? So with that being said, if you somebody that's in the morning, you can knock a lot of this administrative stuff out. With that being said, now I think about it because by the time we come in for the night shift, they want us to do stuff that we ain't got no time to do. Check fire alarms and safety equipment and hazardous materials and this and that and the fourth. And I'm like, come on, man, what was the first shift doing? So for the first shift, if y'all got nothing to do, y'all can go ahead and knock that out the park. So it's already done, especially when it comes to Walmart, because there's just so much stuff that needs to be done that there ain't enough time to do it. They don't give us enough time to do it, and they don't give us no overtime at all. Now when it comes to closing, um, this is very important because I've witnessed a lot of leaders get fired because they don't lock the doors at the end of the night. Um, Specifically, Target. There was a team member or team leader there who failed to lock the doors up at the end of the night 3 times. She should have been gone after the first time, but because she was valuable to the team, to the corporation, they gave her a pass. You feel me? And after that third one, it was like, yeah, three strikes you out. So at night, if you are closing, make sure the front doors are locked. Walk the store thoroughly, thoroughly, and make sure ain't nobody hiding in between any clothes racks, any shelves, the back room. Take your time. People are now starting to, try to sleep in the stores just to keep warm or have somewhere to sleep for the night, camp out. So do a thorough walk of the whole entire store, bathrooms, family restrooms, back rooms, break rooms, offices, the freezer, the produce, everywhere. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. It's been known for people to stay overnight in these stores, and I feel like that falls on us because we're not doing a good job of doing the walkthrough at the end of the night. And you don't want to be one of these leaders that get fired because you know left the doors unlocked several times. So make sure that you're doing all the little things right, because them little things add up. Them little things add up. I mean, by just her leaving the doors unlocked, you know how much money the store could have lost if the streets knew them doors was unlocked after closing time. I'm just saying, it wouldn't have been a stove. It wouldn't have been a stove the next day they got there. It wouldn't have been a stove left. They would have took all of that. So do a thorough walkthrough of the store at the end of every night. Now, customer and employee support is a huge thing, especially now during the holiday season. Providing customer service as a deterrent to theft. Using that 10-foot rule will go a long way into pushing shoplifters out of the store or pushing them into camera view and out of blind spots. Very, very helpful when the team uses the 10-foot rule. So if you use it right, this can be very effective. And it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So you got shoplifters that come into the store, they hit HBA, boom. Somebody's in HBA, use the 10-foot rule. How can I help you? You feel me? They leave HBA, they go into domestics. There's a sales floor associate in domestics, 10-foot rule, boom. So the whole point is everywhere they go, there's a associate there using the 10-foot rule. You feel me? They ain't got no breathing room to do nothing. You feel me? That's the whole point of using this 10-foot rule. And when you got several associates doing this, they can't really scream harassment. It's only when you got one person doing doing the 10-foot rule that appears as harassment. So get your team involved and y'all get y'all little system going to where, when y'all see, shoplifters on the floor or they are in a blind spot, you can have an associate go back there, use the 10-foot rule, have them push the shoplifters out so you can get a better angle, or whoever has eyes in the sky can get a better view on the cameras. And that's how you can really be effective with this 10-foot rule, and using customer service as a deterrent. Supporting staff during escalated customer issues. There will be a lot of times where you will have to respond to a lot of situations, um, mainly at the front end. Customer service, the registers, self checkout, and it's crazy. Like during these times, people are very angry, people are irate, people are frustrated, irritated, and I get it. People don't want to wait in long lines, um, but it is what it is. So there will be a lot of times where you gonna have to show up to customer service, and sometimes you might not have to even say or do nothing. You just stand there and you just create your presence. A lot of the times you might have to, de-escalate the situation, um, between a customer and an associate, or a customer and a manager. It does happen. It does happen. I've had to have managers' backs on multiple occasions. They got my back and I got theirs. That's just how it works. Um, so yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And because we are getting closer to the holiday season, it may become more common. Audits and compliance. Completing daily, weekly store audits, cash office inventory, high shrink items. Ensuring company policies and procedures are followed. Checking secure areas like receiving stock rooms and cash handling areas. Right now, completing these daily, weekly store audits, is very important. That is just something more that the AP coach or the ETL does. Now at Walmart, they do expect us APAs to do this stuff. But me, I never done it. I never done it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They wanted me to do it, but that's just not my cup of tea. So there ain't really too much I could say on that. But it does need to be done. People in the cash office do need to be watched. Yeah, so that cash office needs to be watched. So if you got live feeds up on your monitors, make sure the cash office is up there. You got to make sure you could trust the people that's working in there. Just because they look like or appear like they can be trusted, don't mean that they can be. You feel me? I've seen a lot of the nicest people you could ever meet make some of the worst, decisions they've made in life working at Walmart. I've seen a lot of good people go behind bad decisions. So just saying. Um, Now my favorite one out of all of these is ensuring company policies and procedures are followed. Are followed. Ensuring company policies and procedures are followed. That's the shit that management be trying to do to us. They try to press us by using the policies and the procedures, performance, attendance, et cetera, right? This is where I enforce this as well. This is where we enforce this as well. This is what we do. We enforce the company policy and procedures. Anything outside of this is is a no go. Anything outside the policies and the procedures is a no go. That means from anybody, from the cart pusher all the way to the store manager, anybody can get the smoke. Anybody, right? So when we out there walking the floor, we're not just looking for shoplifters. We're looking for anything that's safety related that could become hazardous. We're looking for any signs of people creating a hostile and toxic work environment. This is the thing. This is what we do because we ensuring that the company policies and procedures are being followed. So we come in to enforce that. This is what we do. This is like one of the biggest things that you could do in the workplace is tap into the workplace because we all know it's no big secret that the workplace in the retail game has a bad reputation. Bad reputation. Whether it's the way they're being treated, being paid, not getting opportunities, being fired, being discriminated against, being harassed, being sexually harassed. It's just crazy. We gotta, we are the voice for the people in that store. When they tell you stuff, don't just think they telling you stuff just to tell you. They're telling you because they know that you have the authority and the power to do something about it. And if they're telling you, it's because they probably respect how you work and how you get down. But overall, understand we are a form of leadership in that building. They don't pay us like we leadership, but we are part of management. We do get some say so in there. We can shut some shit down if we don't like the way it's looking. If we can prove it's costing, shrinkage, we're shutting it down. If somebody's not performing right at one of the registers and we can prove we losing money during the times that this person is scheduled, we shutting it down. They're gonna be removed. They going to a different position in the store. Stocking shelves, pushing carts, cooking chicken, I don't care. Get them off the register though. This is what we're doing. So in this line of work, you really, especially in today's era, we got to dig into the workplace. We've got to dig into the workplace. If you want to be effective, dig into the workplace. Start holding people accountable. Start putting that pressure on them, right? Because we ensuring company policies and procedures are being followed. That is what we are coming to enforce. Because that's what it tells us we can do. I'm telling y'all, my market manager told me this. We got way more power than we think we have. And I'm telling y'all, that nigga was right. I'm telling y'all from experience, I've used it. I wouldn't have as big as an impact as I have if I didn't use the tools that I've learned along the way. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Anybody in the workplace can get the smoke if they are violating policies. And I don't care what their title is. I don't care how much money they make. If they are violating the policies, they will be held accountable. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. This is like a lot of what we do outside of catching shoplifters when it comes to the administrative side of things. There's a lot more to it, but this is just some things that we do. If any of my other APA brothers and sisters want to go ahead and add anything to this, go ahead and hit that comment box. I want to thank the Eagle family for tapping back in. Shout out to the APs out there. Happy hunting. Y'all know what it is. Stand your ground, watch your surroundings, be alert at all times. It's your boy Eagle Eye Miller. Till next time, raw and unscripted.